From Warehouse 1 in Kansas City, it's the retirement roast of Fay Byrd. And now, let's hear from our roast masters.
Okay, so we're all here today to say a few good things about Fay and celebrate. So I'm gonna go ahead and we'll take just a few minutes here first off, and just let everybody, anybody has anything to say, just go ahead and say that right now. So go ahead. Okay. A little awkward.
Roasted.
Back in the day, we would all dress up for Halloween, and you would always take treats out to the guys in the warehouse. That was very thoughtful of you. One year, you had some special treats for them. You carried it around, and we stopped for this one little guy on the forklift. I believe his name was Turtle. Turtle was very excited, and he was roaming around inside that little basket that you had, and then all of a sudden he jumps off his forklift backwards and ran like crazy. We seen him about 10 minutes later. Told him that it was really a fake rat that he was feeling in that bag.
We're just warming up.
Hey men, I have a surefire tip for you to get a great big hug from Fay. All you have to do is put your hands around your throat and go, and she'll run right up and throw her arms around you. And she'll even make all the younger women run right out of the room.
Roasted.
We had a customer called Hall Brothers Lumber, my first big sale, and had everything all taken care of, $12,000 order. Mary Lou approved it, went on vacation. Fay came to me and said, they ain't getting nothing without a purchase order. Willie Hall, knowing that I like Van Halen, and he likes them, he said, I'll call you back with the PO. He called me back. The PO was their 4th or 5th album, OU812. Fay was all happy. Willie came, got his stuff. 2 days later, Fay came to me, what the is this PO number? And that's how it got started.
Slow roasted.
If anybody ever happens to get a letter from the IRS about a tax audit, you might talk to Fay first, because it's my understanding that she has some experience on communications from the IRS regarding tax audits. And so before you get too deep into it and get too bent out of shape, you might go ahead and talk to her.
That's a tax return burn.
Fay, I can't let you go without doing one more thing, just for old time's sakes. I have just a couple of checks to sign. I learned early on that in order to speed up the process, because you questioned every one of my checks, that chocolate would always help. I think I need this time.
Add a marshmallow and that s'more is roasted.
Fay, I can't believe it. You're finally gonna get out of here. Why couldn't that happen years ago when I was still here?
Well done.
You know, working with Fay was always something. Anytime one of us had to work with Fay on a project, all of us had the same thought. What an enjoyable experience, and I can't wait to do it again.
Roasted?
Have you seen Fay's car? Every time that thing rolls in here, I always think, what a reliable vehicle that surely gets Fay from point A to point B.
Really?
Have you heard about how old Fay is? No, I'm not doing that
This
one.
is a roast. Let her have it.
Are you crazy? If I say anything mean about Fay, she'll melt my face off with that icy stare she gives.
Yeah.
Anything I say would be delivered tenfold unto me until her last breath.
Oh.
And even then, she'd come back as a ghost and haunt my every waking memory.
She heard all that.
No, wait. Delete that last part.
Not gonna happen.
Give me that camera!
Too late. Now Fay's gonna roast your posterior.
Every time that Fay would walk into the front office, for some reason, people started making catty remarks or jokes or making fun or something, And it got to the point where Fay started carrying a small little teapot with her. And so whoever made the remark or the joke then had to put a quarter into the teapot. And then if anyone happened to laugh at the remark or add to it or agree with it, then they also ended up having to put a quarter in the teapot as well. After a while, once the teapot was full, Fay would then take that money and go out and buy key lime pie for everyone in the front office. And needless to say, we went through a lot of pie in a very short time. And Fay, looking back and thinking more about that, I realized since you stopped carrying that teapot around, I may owe you this.
If you haven't noticed, Fay is always one of the first ones to the lunchroom, maybe to get her lunch. So just an FYI, everybody, lunches will no longer be missing from the refrigerator.
Take from our fridge and you get singed.
I have a confession. I'm the one that stole your bullwhip, your hat, and your broom. And I'm only bringing it back because I know you're just going to be inducted into the Hall of Witches.
Hall of Fame? More like Hall of Flames.
I bought you over time 4,712 lunches. That's a lot of lunches. And I did it because I tried to put poison in every one of those lunches. I had anthrax, cyanide, mercury, sarin, ricin, antifreeze. The worst was the compound 1080, which I got from the, never mind. And the death camp mushrooms, God, did you love them on your burgers?
You may have survived that meat, but not this heat.
And then lastly, just so you know, Fay, authorities are on their way to check the trunk of your car before you leave here.
Officer, there's been a crime. Fay Byrd's been roasted. A little bit of change and a lot of bit of flames.
But the worst memory, Fay, was how you made us stay in line before there was direct deposits. And we would wait in line like I was going to confession to get my paycheck, Fay. That was my money I needed. I have so much to say to you, but I love you like like a sister, and I love you, and I wish you the best.
And with that chef's kiss, this bird is cooked.
Also, one more thing, Fay, after we're finished here with this gathering, you might go ahead and start cleaning up now instead of waiting till the end of the day, because we don't want you staying after work to clean up, because the sooner you start cleaning up, then the quicker you can have it all done. So we'd really appreciate you getting that taken care of for us.